Will and Jada didn't invite us into the group chat about their entanglements and stuff. They were out just living their life, kind of doing what they were doing. Hi, Heidi De La Rosa. Look that up. Look that up. Because while Jada was in her entanglement with August, Will was traveling the world with Heidi, right? We don't know what the real status was. But the reason why all of this came to surface, the reason why we started hearing certain aspects was because August could not control his heart. Let us reflect back to his interview with Angela Yee a few years back.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, not involving romanticism. He gave me his blessing, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, and I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her. I devoted myself to it. I gave my full self to it.
Okay.
So
okay,
much
okay.
so to...
We can let out. We don't need to hear all that. Poor August. He's heartbroken. I understand. But the key thing there is he said exactly the same thing that Jada said in his book. He said that the romantic love had ended between them. It was still a partnership. Will gave him his blessing. He said that. He said that they had been saying that August, saying that publicly for a long time before he came in the picture. So he even acknowledged that it was out there. We just kind of took it how we wanted to take it, and they couldn't be bothered to correct us. And we know that. Listen, I'm not trying to say that there wasn't a bit of dishonesty in that, a little bit of concealment, but are you allowed to do that with your personal relationship? Is it totally dishonest? Because I look at it and I do believe that they still have love for each other. It just may not be the romantic love. It just may not be in that same sense. And for worse, that doesn't necessarily mean that you still have to. Now, granted, some people may disagree with the stepping out and the other relationships. I can't say what is okay for two grown adults in their situation. But what I can say is that sometimes that lust and that romantic portion of marriage fades. And there are lots of relationships that stay together for the betterment of their family, for their situations, and move forward. I mean, heck, we were just talking about a couple of weeks ago, Wayne Brady and his wife, how he lives with her and her boyfriend, and it works out better for them. Well, they live with him, something like that, for the kids. So it's not unheard of. Fahima in the chat says, Jill, you are correct. They clearly said on Red Table Talk about the entanglement that they were going through a separation at the time and declared bad marriage for life. And I kept saying bad marriage for life. And Fahima, I'm glad you brought that up because next clip, Andy.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your...
You kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement.
Mm-hmm.
So... I mean, look, there it is right there. They said they were separated. They said it. They told us. They told us. And then, what happened? So, Will and Jada told us. I want to establish that. So, the next thing that I want to bring up is I have always maintained that everybody else was like, Jada's in love with Pac, and she's this thing. And she has always kind of maintained that, look, I loved him, maybe my soulmate, but as a friend. And so, she talks about turning down his marriage proposal. She has talked about that for years. But we kind of, heard what we want. We still felt like, you even speaking on it, Jada, is betrayal to your husband. Maybe. Depends on who you ask.